Hey, so I'm gonna be maybe a little more quiet in this video because it's currently really late, or I guess really early, technically. But you also might see me touching my face a lot because I went to my aunt and uncle's lake house this last weekend, and I got pretty burnt up in my face. It wasn't super bad, but I'm starting to peel a little, so maybe touching my face a little. But in this video, I'm gonna be talking about Digimon, Digimon Adventure 2020 mostly, but I'll kind of touch on a lot of Digimon stuff. Kind of my problems and my thoughts on all of it. Honestly, I think Tamers is my favorite, then the original Digimon Adventure, then Digimon Adventure 2020 so far has been pretty good, then Digimon Adventure 02, I do not like it. I don't know, something about it just makes me feel bad. I mean, I feel like it kind of ruins everyone. I mean, not really, but also sorta, at least trying to deal with Matt. It's been a while since I watched Digimon Adventure 02, but then Fusion, I guess, and then my least favorite is Frontier. I've only seen like a few episodes of Frontier, maybe, no, not even 10. But I really don't like it. It's bad. It's not what I'm looking for in Digimon, because Digimon is supposed to be a series about. Sorry about that. Digimon is supposed to be a series about humans and Digimon, like, being friends and then digivolving from that, and not a series about humans just becoming Digimon. I don't like that. But I mean, I guess I can see it has a little bit of charm and stuff to it, but I also haven't seen a lot of Digimon Fusion either. It's more tolerable than Frontier for sure for me. I still don't really like it because it doesn't have like the charm of everything else. That's pretty much all I've seen. I've only seen the first 3, and then I guess the first 4 kind of, and then a bit of Fusion and Digimon Adventure 2020. I have kind of wanted to watch Data Squad, but I haven't really been able to. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how fast Digimon Adventure 2020 is going. And how, yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Because in the first one, it took like the first 8 or 10 episodes or something like that to beat the first villain. But in the new one, it takes 8 episodes to get Ultimate, which obviously, like, the first villain is still around until episode 20? No, like 25 or 26 or something. Which is weird because it just feels super fast and like they're rushing through everything, I guess. Because I've watched a lot of Digimon in the past, and it really takes it slower most of the time. Also, the power scaling is bad. Because Dark Knightmon is weaker than Davimon, who is a champion, which is really weird to think about. Then, he can't be beaten by Where Garurumon and Metal Greymon combined, which is weird. But then Machine Ramon, I guess I should probably say spoilers because people are gonna be like, oh, spoilers. Obviously, there's gonna be spoilers in my thoughts. So far, I've only watched the first 28 episodes. At the moment, I have access to maybe 49, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I've been watching it on Hulu. And I've kind of looked ahead a little. Only on, like, the names and front images, I guess. Episode 30 has the first real Mega Digimon, because, so far, 2 times there's been, like, a Wargreymon kind of, like, fake-out kind of thing, I don't know. Really weird. But then there's also been Machine Dramon, which is a Dark Digivolution, because Dai just got eaten by Dome Devimon, which is the mega form of Davimon. And while I do kind of feel like it's already a little rushed, if they're going for that, I feel like it would have been actually cooler if it was like Devimon then going into Myotismon and kind of seeing his personality in there, and then Venom Myotismon, because that is another Devimon line, and I think it would have been cool to see, and then it wouldn't have to go back to like I don't really know. I haven't seen anything past like episode 30, pretty much. I can't remember any of that. I mean, I know Gatomon, or I guess Tailmon or whatever, is in it. Because, I mean, obviously, and I've seen had to that point, it's like 31 or 31 and 32 or something, where she's introduced. But also, I would like to talk about, and then, wait a minute, Angemon also is in Machine Dramon goes toe-to-toe with Dome Devimon, but then Wargreymon completely decimates Dome Devimon, and then Angemon is able to fight Dark Knightmon enough to the point where he de-digivolves back into Skull Knightmon. And then also after the second like Wargreymon fake out thing, this is kind of off the top of that, but after the first, second Wargreymon fake out thing, Kari gets stolen, and it's really weird. It's a really weird transition, because it's like, it kind of zooms in on Kari, and then you see Skull Knightmon's cape, and at first I was thinking, oh, that kind of looks like Myotismon's cape. Because it does kind of look like Myotismon's cape. But it's not. It's Skull Knightmon. But then, from that cape steal, it shows Tai and Agumon again. Agumon is just cute in that moment. He degenerates from the Wargreymon fake out thing, and then just sits down and lays down, and I think it's pretty funny and kind of cute and stuff, you know? Patamon is the best, obviously. Also, I've kind of heard that Gultramon and Magnetron are in it. I don't like that. I really don't like that. But anyways, the cape switch is kind of weird. And then I saw the Black Maildermon, Dark Maildermon, Virus Maildermon, whatever they're calling it, wings and kind of like headpiece, and I thought, oh, is that Virus Metal Greymon? And I thought, oh, that would be pretty cool. But it wasn't of Maildermon. Now I have nothing against Maildermon. I think it would have been cooler if it was Virus Metal Greymon, honestly. Because, I mean, like, come on. Of course it would have been cooler. Then you could have Metal Greymon versus Metal Greymon fight, you know? Would have been pretty cool. But no, just Maildermon. I also came back to it after not watching it for like 3 weeks, a month, something like that. So, kind of foggy on all this, because I've watched like Digimon Adventure 02, and even Tamers, a fair few times. Like 3, 4 each, at least. So, a lot of times. And that's not even counting the times I've started it and then just not finished it. I don't like Digimon Adventure 02. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I don't like Magnetron. I hate Magnetron with a burning passion. I don't know how Gadomon's line was made. If Ophanimon was made first, which wouldn't really make any sense. Or if Ophanimon and Magnetron were made at the same time, which also wouldn't make much sense. Or if Magnetron was made first, which would make the most sense, but then it also kind of feels like, oh, well, we don't have anything for this, so you can have this pink dragon thing that's kind of holy, I guess. And then later on, they were like, oh, you kind of don't have a good Mega, let's make this other one, because this guy has it too. Because Ophanimon and Seraphimon kind of look similar. And I honestly think it would be better. But then if there was something like Digimon Adventure 2022, which I think would be awesome, because if they already have like a second season kind of started, and like they kind of know what's happening in the second season-ish, it would be nice if like the first episode came out sometime in 2022, before December, preferably. Because then they could call it Digimon Adventure 2022. And I just think that'd be cool, because it's kind of like Digimon Adventure 2, you know, it's pretty nice, right? But then it would be also nice if in that, then, if Seraphimon and Ophanimon don't appear here, they appeared in that. I don't think they will, honestly, which saddens me, because I like them way more. Also, Seraphimon is just really cool. He's the best Mega Digimon out of all of the original 8 Mega Digimon. True Mega Digivolutions, because there's like a bunch of cool other Mega Digivolutions that I might say are cooler, but for sure, out of the original 8 true Mega Digivolutions, Seraphimon is the best. Now, Magnetron is just bad, as I said. Gultramon, I don't have any impression of, because I don't think I've ever seen him at all. I might have seen him when I played through like Digimon Dawn or Dusk, but I don't know if I did. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I just don't like him because he's associated with Magnus anyway. You know, it's pretty bad. Magnus is just bad. I don't know what to say. I don't know exactly what about Magnus makes me hate it, but I do. Then yeah, it'd be cool if Shirakunan and Elfenimon would then appear in Digimon Adventure 2022. And then they were like stronger because they were like their true forms or something, and so they were like beast evolutions, I guess. They're also, at least Goldramon or Godramon, I guess too. He's both Goldramon and Godramon. He, at the very least, is part of the 4 super cool dragons. I think they're actually called legendary dragons, but I don't care. I don't know who else is in that, really. I didn't look it up. I didn't do much research for this. But I do know that my favorite, what I think the best possible, I guess, remake of Digimon Adventure, kind of, would be, like my perfect season, something like that. So it starts out like normal Digimon Adventure, pretty much. And all the, at the very least, 6 other Digimon are fighting. Maybe 7 other, because maybe, like, Kari would actually be there. I'm not entirely sure on that, but at least 6 other champion Digimon, and it would be Salamon, not Gatomon, of course. But the 6 other champion Digimon are fighting, at the very least. And then they just need that extra push to defeat Devimon, and then Angemon pops up. But then Angemon is actually the first one to digivolve into his ultimate form, being Magna Angemon. And then he carries everyone for most of the season. But then one person at a time kind of just splits off and goes away. For various different reasons, like they're just running away, maybe. They saw something and then they just got lost trying to follow it, maybe. But no matter what, they would all split off until it was just TK and Magna Angemon left. And unbeknownst to them, all these other people were splitting off, and they were getting their own ultimate Digimon. So then Magna Angemon was fighting the main villain of that part, and then he couldn't defeat him alone. So then everyone else came in and then helped Magna Angemon, because that would be a nice kind of callback to the first super duper big fight with everyone else needing the help, and then Angemon stepping in, and then Angemon needing the help, and everyone else stepping in, you know? But that would also show, like, oh, everyone else just can't do it on their own, and, oh, Angemon and Magna Angemon can't just do it on their own either. So then it's like they need each other to all be powerful enough. So then it's a little bit less, whatever. But then the final part, would only be 3 parts. Maybe 4, but probably only 3, because it would, or it could be like 5 for just the Andrina, just a rookie, just a champion, blah 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 blah. But I don't think it's like that. Or maybe even one with Omegamon. Yeah, let's do that after this, and there will be 4 parts. Now, the 3rd part, I am the least, like, on about, I guess. Something about Mega Digimon and maybe fighting like the Dark Masters, I guess. I just think that would be really cool, you know? And then, the 4th one would be maybe like a bunch of different Omegamons, because I've seen a few videos by a guy, I think Garniax, something like that. I'm not entirely sure if it was him or someone else, but I think it was him. He always thought that, oh, it would be cool if, like, Omegamon was like a base body, but then the heads could switch out with any of the other Digidestined Digimon, you know, which I think would be pretty cool. So then I'm gonna say, yeah, that could maybe happen, and then in the end, it would be like, all of them fusing together, I guess. Or maybe it would be like the last one would be like a Seraphimon and Ophanimon one, which would be pretty cool and pretty strong, because Gatomon and Angelman happen to be I guess, the people that defeat Myotismon, you know? And then Angemon and Magna Angemon are the ones who beat both Devimon and Piedmon, the strongest of the Dark Masters. Which is pretty good, I'd say. But for sure, in the end, it would be a big fight, and then maybe Seraphimon and Ophanimon would fuse, and then it's like, oh, yay, they can help now. You know, but then I also had another idea that I thought of a while ago, and I didn't think of it again until now, but it would be cool if there was like a Black Agumon and Black Gabumon, because also there's Omnimon, Omnimon Black, and Omnimon Zwart, I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, because Omnimon is just normal Omnimon. Omnimon Black is just normal Omnimon, but black, and then Omnimon Zwart is like a special black Omnimon, as far as I know. I don't have that type of knowledge. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. That might also be a different type of Omnimon. I'm not entirely sure. That would be really cool, I think, if there were a Black Agumon and Black Gabumon. They were like recurring villains, I guess. And then in the end, like, they reached Omnimon Black first, I guess, but then they sacrificed themselves, and then that made it so that there was regular Omnimon, who was more powerful than Omnimon Black. Which would be pretty cool, I think, you know? I also think it'd be kind of, now, I'm the least, like, oh yeah, about this. I kind of think it would be maybe cool if there were black variants of the in-training Digimon too, like Gimon slash Digimon, Koromon, Sunamon, you know, like black Sunamon could be like, instead of orange fur, black fur, maybe take a tiny chip out of the horn, because the black variants are supposed to be like super edgy and all that, you know. Then like black Coromon would just be Coromon black. Maybe a different eye color too. Not entirely sure on that though. But yeah, I think that kind of sums up just my thoughts on Digimon Adventure 2020 so far. Kind of my thoughts on Digimon as a whole. Pretty well. There might be more I want to add. I'll probably just add it into the description, or maybe put it in the comment section if those aren't turned off for some reason. Probably to protect me or something. I don't know. Probably. But anyways, bye-bye, I guess, for now. Also, I'm just uploading whenever. I don't know if I've said that yet. I probably have. Bye-bye.